Guys, time and time again, I tell you one thing, and that's these apps just don't care about us. Watch this.
Nola Grind, grinding all the time, grinding all the time, high Nola Grind, grinding all the time, grinding all the time, high. Let's start our day, work out, no doubt, grinding in and out. I have to admit it, get the call, grab the bags, let's get it.
All right, guys. So we know DoorDash will just deactivate you just to deactivate you sometime. And it's tough, especially for the people who depend on DoorDash and other apps to make ends meet, to pay bills, to take care of kids, to do whatever the case may be, they need it. You know what I mean? So when they're deactivated, it can really throw a wrench in a lot of things. So I saw this just posted up on Reddit here, and this really hit me because this guy, it looks like he's just been working his butt off, and they just got him right here. Looks like his name is Patrick. Let me flip the screen over. All right, this says hold on, let me zoom in a little bit. It says, "Hi Patrick, we received a credible report that you tampered with a customer's food or item in violation of an independent contract agreement and the platform access policy. Can I learn more about this deactivation? You can review the Keep the Platform Safe and Secure section of the PAP for additional information. Can I appeal my deactivation? You can appeal your deactivation in the Dasher app. Once received, your appeal will be reviewed and determination will be made about your account status based on the information you provided. For more information about appealing your deactivation through the app, click here." Now, guys, if he went through people's stuff and taking food, eating it, whatever the case may be, I'm sure that it happens. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure that it happens. But for the person who does that kind of thing, they're probably not going to be running to Reddit saying, "Hey, I got deactivated, and it wasn't my fault. I didn't do anything." You know what I mean? That person who would mess with someone's food is not the same person who's going to post about messing with someone's food. That person want to stay in hiding, if you know what I mean. But anyways. Right here, he asked the question on Reddit. He's talking about his appeal here. Let me get into that one. It says, "Can I appeal my deactivation? I was almost to 10,000 deliveries, guys, and someone reported me from tampering with food. It says we have received a credible report. It seemed shady to begin with. I have a good feeling which order it was." We always know. We always have that gut feeling when we're dropping off this little sketch. That little sketch feeling. We have that feeling, and we should really act on our gut. You know what I mean? To be honest, that's a lot of what poker is: acting upon your gut. And anyways, I did a large offer yesterday for like $300 from IHOP. Ended up being a $60 tip. Was handed to me. Pin order. Went to a nasty behind duplex in the ghetto area of town. Made it to the delivery, and it's just one person, not the person whose name was on the order, that took the food inside and gave me the pin. I mentioned this. Hold on. I mentioned this is sure a lot of food, and he was like, "I got family coming over for breakfast." Yeah. So he gives me the correct pin, and I go on my way. I mean, he provided the pin, right? The pin is generally the last, the last 4 digits of the phone number or whatever. He said he go on his way. 5 minutes later, it says so and so reported update and changed order. When you see that change order, it can mean that something has been forgotten. It can mean a lot of different things. It can mean, you know what I mean? The restaurant didn't put this in there and they're getting a refund because of that. It's oftentimes not your fault. You know what I mean? So I ignore it most of the time if I ever see that. Later on in the day, I see a 1-star review on my account, and I call per usual and want to know where the order with the 1-star came from. And they say that they can't disclose that information at this time when they usually do. So I have some kind of idea what the issue was. Anyways, woke up this morning to being deactivated from the freaking platform. Platinum tier recently and always top 5.0 rating, 99% on time, always 100 in delivery time. Sucks. This was the gig I counted on, $1,000 every week. I mean, eggs all in this basket. This is the basket. These are all the eggs in there. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, and then it's just ripped. It's just ripped. I have other gigs, but they don't make near what I had on DoorDash. So it's crazy. It's crazy because they can literally deactivate you without even contacting you about what the situation was. Yeah, you tell them what the area was like, tell them what the information you have in that interaction. They don't care. They just hit deactivation because guess what? Somebody else who's going to take $2 to $3 orders are going to come, and they give no freaks about you. The person who have taken 10,000 orders, mind you, he said 10,000 orders. They just don't care, guys. He's gone. It's gone. All the eggs was in that basket, and it's gone. That basket has disintegrated. So I mean, it's just sad, man, to see it. And, you know, let's see what some of the people had to say under the comments. Of course, I have to look at least one comment to see what wavelength they're on. I would have never handed the food over if the name of the person taking the food didn't match the order name. I don't know about that. That probably could have saved you. Well, maybe, but he had the correct PIN. You know what I mean? So he definitely ordered it and had access to the phone that did. That's what Spicy Bright said underneath. Let me zoom in a little bit and pull up. Yeah, they had the PIN. Anyways, just posting this stuff to try to help others from getting the can as well. I do unassign lots of orders, and something else did happen weird. I got a tip from an order I unassigned from. I'm wondering if the system is glitched and keeping people associated with orders that are unassigning from and someone else. I mean, he's speaking just, this is code, guys. And someone else took a crappy order I unassigned from and messed with someone's food because it was a crappy order and it came back attached to me. See, he's trying to think logically, like maybe it's a problem. No, DoorDash just doesn't make sense sometimes, guys. It just doesn't make sense. That's what it boils down to. And Spicy Bright says, totally. And that's appreciated. I also wouldn't be surprised if it was a glitch. I've seen quite some BS with this system. This stuff is what pees me off most about DoorDash too. You can do nothing wrong and get deactivated with almost no recourse. I wouldn't be surprised if they track a metric of unfair deactivations from glitches and just don't care because of how many drivers they have, and I'll add on to that, and will continue to get. So guys, just be careful. If the order is feeling weird to you, if it's just feeling off, if you're feeling some kind of negative juju on the order when you're picking up, or you can look and see what area that this huge order is going in, just drop it. I mean, just unassign it. It's better to have that negatively impact you there than negative impact you in a way where you don't have your account.
Timing, all about timing.